So now that we have covered the cryotherapy treatments, how these fat reduction treatments work, the different size heads that we have to use, the procedure and kind of everything involved, we're going to demonstrate what a treatment actually looks like. Now we've got a customer here lying down on the bench. He's pretty much ready to go. For the purpose of this video, we're going to demonstrate what the treatment looks like on the stomach. So we've got the large head to use. We have a membrane ready to go down. So this is an anti-freeze membrane to protect the skin from the freezing. Now, if we don't put this on, the customer will most likely get frostbite, which we don't want. So we use these protective membranes to protect the skin. Now, these are quite cold, and to be honest, they're probably colder than what the actual treatment feels like. So it can be slightly unpleasant depending on your tolerance to the cold. So let's place this down. You have to make sure that it has a large enough surface coverage to protect it entirely from the fat that gets sucked up. Now I've pre-programmed the settings on the machine. I've done this based on the duration that the customer needs the head on, the temperature that we go down to, which will be -9 degrees, the intensity of the vacuum, which is the pressure of the suction, and how much we need to get the majority of the fat up inside the head. So let's just pull that off, bring that round. Okay, so this is the large head, not the largest one that we showed before, but the second one from that, the most popular head that we use for stomach treatments. I'm placing this just over the belly button where the largest amount of subcutaneous fat cells are. Now, as soon as I press go, this vacuum head's going to fill up with body fat. As soon as it reaches the top, then I'm going to drop the suction pressure from quite high and take it down to about 30%. Okay, so I'm now going to press the button and we're going to see the treatment in place. So, as you can see, the vacuum head is filling up with the subcutaneous fat cells that sit on top of his rectus abdominis. Now, the vacuum head is full to the top, so at this point we can relieve the suction pressure. It'll be less uncomfortable. And it will now stay there and will not move for the duration of the treatment. So it's heating up now to 44 degrees for the next 2.5 minutes, 30 seconds in, and then it's going to drop down to -9 afterwards. Now this will stay here, it will not move for the whole duration of the treatment. It shouldn't be too unpleasant as it's now down at the minimum percentage of suction and will just stay here. The treatment has now finished. It's 53 minutes later. We will remove the vacuum head. We'll wait for the fat to fully come out of the vacuum head itself. We'll just take that away, put that back on the stand. Now, the area of fat that we were doing will be slightly red and slightly uncomfortable, as we mentioned in part 1, for the next 2 to 3 minutes. We'll just take this away. Now, the next time we will see this customer is in about 4 to 6 weeks, where we will assess the progress so far, do some measurements, take some pictures, see how things are going, and ascertain if we need to do more treatments from this point. I would imagine that this customer will need somewhere between 1 and 3, maybe 4 treatments. It will depend on how much body fat he wants to take away and how much of his abs he wants to bring out. So this treatment is great for spot reducing areas of fat that is difficult to shift through diet and exercise, that's otherwise hard to do. So this is perfect for that, and the only thing that is currently on the market for that.